And it started April 2025, $400 revenue, May 2025, 3,000. And from there, next month, 28,000. 1K, I will get 2K out and 1K is profit. In 2 months, 30K revenue. Last year from April to December, it was like 240K revenue. Pinterest has like keywords and then it has organic because I was making money with organic traffic. So Pinterest had organic and paid and a lot of people are missing out on that. Like it's huge. And Pinterest is visual. And with AI, it allows you to do visual stuff. So if you want to get into dropshipping and AI, Pinterest is the way.
Okay, welcome to this brand new video. So here I'm not alone. I'm with Kaylee, Kaylee from Finland. So he will share to us like a lot of things about Pinterest. So what's up, Kaylee? Are you ready?
Amazing, Luke. Thank you so much for being here. I mean, these guys changed my life literally with when it comes to selling online anything. So I highly recommend you to go to Luke's YouTube channel or he has the French YouTube channel, but the English YouTube channel literally is secret sauce. Like that is where it is. Like if you want, I've been just rewatching his videos and it's amazing.
Thanks a lot. So yeah, I'm curious about what was your situation before seeing my first YouTube video in English?
yeah, I've basically been making all kinds of content and I've been in different niches, but I've been like selling digital products and all that kind of stuff. But I wanted to get into the physical stuff and I was banned on Facebook. Like a lot of people are banned on Facebook and like my account, my brother's account, my wife's account, even my mom's account on Facebook, everything is banned. Like, I don't know why, but I think that I made some mistakes and it tagged the IP. But anyway, so then I was looking on like how can I like start selling stuff online? Because if you want to make a lot of money, you need to sell a lot of stuff and you need to sell to a lot of people, right? So in Finland, we have 5 million people. So I was looking like, how can I start selling in the United States? I tested different ad platforms, but then I came to Pinterest and I just go on YouTube. I went to like see what's popping. And the only guys who were really killing it were, in my opinion, Luke and his agency. And I was like, okay. And then I started and I think that I watched one of your videos or two and then I got into the call and instantly just bought it. Because what I've learned is you need to find people who have already done what you want to do, go there, do everything they say you to do, like just literally follow it. You can basically, when it comes to money, you can just do what if someone who is making a lot of money, you just do everything that they do, you can make also a lot of money. It works. But in love, health, happiness, it doesn't work that way. So that's why I'm telling like, if you want to make a lot of money with Pinterest, like these guys are your guy.
Thanks
so
a lot.
Then I started.
Yeah. And why did you choose like Pinterest and you didn't like keep pushing on? You didn't post like a lot on Meta. What you felt at the time about Pinterest?
Yeah, because it was like I've been in YouTube game, like SEO stuff and ranking stuff and watching keywords and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, Pinterest has like keywords and then it has organic because I was making money with organic traffic. So Pinterest had organic and paid and a lot of people are missing out on that. Like it's huge. Pinterest is absolutely monster. And I think that it's getting bigger and bigger with AI, like literally. It is getting a lot more eyeballs.
Yeah. So, yeah, exactly. And are you using Pinterest on your side? Like in terms of, are you a user of Pinterest or you are just doing like the advertising on your side?
Yeah, I mean, I asked people like my wife uses Pinterest and she like, it's very different from all these other platforms. So that's why I think that you need mentor when it comes to Pinterest. A lot of people who want to make money online are men and men don't know anything about Pinterest. Like literally, it's like a vibe. Pinterest is like they search, like it's so different. So I've been starting to use it, but it's not like I watch YouTube or anything like that, but it's like inspirational stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And how did you start with Pinterest? And so because you had a lot of learning about Meta, and Pinterest is very different. So how did you start and how did you like create your first campaign? Because it's pretty different because you have the keywords part also, so a lot of things.
Yeah, it's been a learning curve and Pinterest is super slow. Pinterest is like a woman. You have to go slow at first. You can't just like like ram into it, right? You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to Pinterest, what I learned is like I watched Bermond's videos, then the English YouTube channel. He has like 1 hour video, like first content you posted on the English one, 1 hour video about the organic and 1 hour video about the paid. And I just did what you told. And I got sales, I got instantly traffic. I was, wow, this is interesting. And then I bought the like mentoring, and then Aurelian in your team, like he is, I mean, I think that he's the best marketer, I mean, I have ever seen. And I have read tons of books and everything like that. He just knows stuff. And he just like, once I got in the calls with him, like the revenues just started blowing up. Like literally, it just started blowing. Like my biggest days now have been 1.5K profit. And it's insane. And right now my goal is to get like 10K profit per day, but it's going to be different. I don't know how to get there yet, but I think that Pinterest, it has that potential, definitely.
Yeah. So you talked about like Pinterest is very slow. What are like the other differences that you are seeing compared to Meta?
Yeah, I think that the whole with Pinterest, it's purely visual. Like on Meta ads and on Meta in general, there's like, for example, there's picture, and then there's like story based, like the ads and everything is like story, like I like, and this kind of, and also like that's it's story based. It's like kind of like story videos or story text, and then then there's like a kind of like clickbaity rage bait. You get like tap into people's emotions, like somebody was dying and then he found this thing, and that's what works on Facebook. But in Pinterest, it's full positive and full visual. Like it's that, and also keywords, Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
exactly.
happy.
Yeah.
Everything
and
is
more
super
like
happy.
lifestyle visual also. And not a lot of very like catchy visual video, because the sound also is not launched on Pinterest. So yes, that's pretty different. And also a unique thing about this platform, it's really important to work both on the ads part and also on the branding first, to get different board extra to get like visibility, because people can click on the ads and also on the profile. So
what do you think? What do you think is the biggest like contrast between Meta or any other platform and Pinterest? Like why do you think so many marketers don't use Pinterest?
I think that it's just because they don't understand like the learning phase. It's pretty different from Pinterest compared to Meta. Like when you start and you launch the campaign, like it's crazy. The results are very bad, and like if you are with a Meta mindset, you will cut in 2 days.
If somebody who is starting Pinterest ads or Pinterest in general, at first, I think that one of the why that is, I've been thinking about it. I think that the algorithm is not. It's it's not so advanced, or it's not, or it's different, because once you start posting anything, the Pinterest algorithm really doesn't know unless you put the keywords in it. Like I've been I tested it. I launched ads, like the winning ad, you know what I'm saying? And then I tested different headlines and keywords, and the headlines and keywords make huge, like, I've seen that they either make or break the campaign, because if you put too broad keyword in it, the performance plus just shows too like big of an audience. You have to you have to really focus on the keywords, and then also let the machine learning learn a lot. Like you need to get insane amount of purchases before it gets to like understanding who your customer is. And also when you launch new product, it helps a little if you are in the same niche, because then the algorithm kind of like learns from your account and also from your organic. I believe that it also helps when you have the organic, like you talked about the branding. I think that's also like you talked about.
Yeah. And I don't know for you, but like the learning phase can take like 5-7 days. It depends of different account, but now we have a warm account, so it's maybe shorter compared to before.
Yeah.
But at the beginning, I'm sure that, I don't know for you, but maybe it was also difficult.
Yeah. It's definitely. But for me, what I have found successful for me, myself, this is like a secret sauce that I have learned this really hard way. I've been making campaigns, putting like 500 euros to try to like speed the learning phase, but it will not, in my opinion, speed the learning phase. But I have found I make campaign with 6 to 12 ads, and then I put like $10, and then I just let it run for like one month. And after 1 month, I can see, does it work or not? And when that, like, once the learning phase starts, I will not interrupt it. I will just keep it. It will be 2 months, nothing, like no sales, nothing. And then on the third week, it will just like, the ROAS is insane. Like it is, once it gets what the audience, it is insane. It is very insane.
And it's pretty intuitive because if you touch something or if you want to move too fast to move too much your campaigns, then you will come back in the learning phase and then you will not get result.
Yeah. For me, I saw that I was running ads on December. I was scaling like crazy, and then the banks kind of like were closed here, and then I didn't get the cash flow, so I had literally I paused the ads. And once I put the ads back, the learning phase starts again. But the learning phase but it finds it faster. It will not start over, but it starts kind of over. But if you have a lot of data, it will take like 5 to 7 days to get it back where it was.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
what I saw.
Yeah, and also about can you talk about your campaign structure, because it's very different compared to Meta. You can't put everything inside the CBO and then let the algorithm works.
Yeah.
So can you talk a bit about that?
Yeah, I've been testing a lot of stuff, and already really pointed me in the right direction. I was doing all kinds of stuff, and then Pinterest always has given me kind of like reps, like Pinterest, like people that have tried to help me to scale. I'm on my 4th rep now, and she's from Finland. Her name is Anni, and she is incredible. And she has helped me to get to push to the next level. And she handles really very, very big accounts. So for me, but I've been trying to get to bigger ad spends, like bigger budgets. Like let's say I start with $10 and I let it run for 1 month. And then I will see, okay, this scales. I can't just put $500 to it and expect it to hold. It has to still increase the budget a little bit every week, from 10 to 20, and then from 20 to maybe 50, and then from 50. And I have tested this. I have 10 campaigns. All of them are €200 or so. And once I do that, let's say I have 10 campaigns. Okay, some of them are duplicates of the winning ad sets, and some of them are new ad sets. Let's say they are for the same product. I have all of them in €200 each. Okay. Then Pinterest, the algorithm is very it tests a lot of different audiences. So let's say that for the €200, I get here I get 3 sales, here I get 7 sales, here I get 2 sales, but for 4, I get 0 sales. So my ROAS drops a lot. But when I put all of them to €50, this will get 3, 2, 1, 4, 0, 0, 0, and my ROAS is insane. Because on Pinterest, it will give you losses, but it will give you wins on stable days. So I have seen that the scaling is not as crazy as on Facebook. Definitely not as crazy. On Facebook, you can just double. Guys are 5K budgets and running it. But on Pinterest, it's for me, the best has been €50 on campaign and just let it run. It will print money every week. Every week.
Yeah.
It is insane.
It's pretty stable when you have you stack your different campaigns, and finally you can get
it's super stable once you get the winning ads, and then make variation of them, get more winning ads, and you will have campaign with 6 winning ads, and duplicate that, and then make even keep making more winning ads once you find the structure. And I have literally, for my account, I think it varies. I have found the winning structure on video ads, and it's so stupid simple. It's so simple, you wouldn't believe it. Once you see it, you're like, really? I tried to make so complicated stuff. Everything is so super simple. If you think about Pinterest, it's keep it simple. Yeah,
exactly. And in terms of video structure, the thing is, short video can works pretty well on our side because it's reload.
What you have seen works for you.
Yeah. But very important to understand that the sound is not launched for 80 to 90% of the time. So it's pretty important to just play with the visual thing. But video are pretty powerful. But it depends
Is there sound on Pinterest? You said 7% no audio. So is there audio on some videos? Have you seen that?
Yes. So, but people need to click. People need to click to like to launch the sound. So that's
if I
why.
have video with audio, like the people can click and hear it.
Yes, but not a lot of people will do that. So that's why you need to.
I didn't know that. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you tried
so
like testing it? Does it affect conversions? Will you get better conversions if there is audio?
Nothing.
Have you seen
we tried
anything?
with music, without music. We don't see any difference.
Yeah,
but,
it's so visual. It is so visual. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but for like UGC content, it's mandatory to put like subtitle, for instance.
Yeah.
Because the sound is not launched.
Yeah. For me, I have seen. Yeah. I tried subtitles, but for me, some reason, some subtitles work and some don't. And if there is subtitles, what I have learned is people are super visual, so emojis need to be in the subtitles. What I have seen.
Yeah, we are putting a lot, and it depends a lot of the markets because in the US they are more aware of emojis compared to Europe market, for instance.
Have you seen?
Also,
by the way, have you seen like videos like or products that need a lot of explanation? Have you sold them? Because on Pinterest it's like people sell like mats or coaches, like things that don't need explanation. Have you seen products scale that need explanation?
Yeah, on our side, like we are doing it for like, for instance, for supplements with explanation.
Yeah, have you scaled supplements on Pinterest?
Yeah.
Have you scaled recurring supplements with Pinterest?
Yeah.
Really?
So
I've been trying to get into that, but I don't know how to do that. That is hard. That's next. That's why you guys are pros. I mean, that is super.
Yeah, but it's harder.
Hard.
It's way harder compared to selling.
Hard.
Like,
yeah. If you have like, wow, that's. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing is, the cool thing about Pinterest is, CPMs are very low, but you need to, so the key for that is to push like and to try different UGC with different angle and then to push people to activate the sound. So you have different way to do that. But most of the time so when people have like seeing subtitle extra, you need to force them a bit like to play the sound, and that's the best way to educate the people, because visually it's so complicated. The sound is it's very, very important.
Do you say like or write like click for sound or something like that, or how do you do that?
Yeah, with like an emoji or with how can I say?
With something
like
really?
showing yeah.
Do you sell the supplements like that, like with that kind of videos?
Yeah, so video is perfect for cold traffic and then retargeting with static when they are educated. So with more aggressive offer.
Yeah.
So most of the time,
Yeah, just be. Yeah, sorry.
No, more like aggressive offer is it's better to put it just in retargeting campaign, not a cold traffic, because the CTRs are too low if you just push on the offer front end. So that's
I was thinking about, like, I've been watching your YouTube channel. Like everybody who is in Pinterest and is serious about it needs to watch your YouTube channel.
Thanks.
So I've been seeing like your like image ads on Nana Banana or like these images. So I was talking about, like, have you seen image ad convert on the front end? Like, have you made that possible? I've been trying that, like different angles. Is that even like a thing?
Yeah, but it depends on the product. Like for very like visual product, it's pretty easy because it's just like UGC content. And so there are two types of creatives that we are doing with AI, with Nano Banana Extra. So first, it's like studio content, but it's more for Pinterest because it's the branding is too high and it's not very good for Pinterest because every time on Pinterest it's better when it's lifestyle. So that's why we are doing static lifestyle images. Like for instance, if we are selling like a sofa, so a sofa in a house and not only in the studio, so with a blank background. So with this type of creatives, yes, it works well. And for video, now we are trying like a video UGC with AI, but it's still the experimental phase. So we're having some that are going well and other not so. It's really experimental. And now what we are doing the most for the video part, it's we are using like so classic UGC, real ones, and to create more dynamic editing, we are putting part of AI video inside as a UGC to get more to have like just a better visual and to keep the retention on the video. So
yeah. So how long are your videos in general, like the winning ones?
So we have two types. So first types is more like visual inspirational. So most of the time it's between 3 to 10 seconds max.
Yeah.
Or 3 to 8, because when it's arrive at the end, then it start again at the beginning. So, and for the other parts, the UGC ones, when we need to educate, it's more 40 to 50 seconds.
Okay. That's
I will
long,
show you
40 to 50.
Structure. That's long, but we need to educate. So
yeah. So those kind of like 40 to 50 second videos, like let's say that like they will bring like some kind of like supplement, right? So you will run like 40 to 50 second videos with like tapped sound to supplements.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like the goal is to tap for the sound. So things like that, you need to put it at the beginning. Just for people to click on it, so to have like a very high ICTR, and then the video.
The sound on I haven't even like thought about it. Like you can really put sound, because I just like that's interesting. I think that's a lot of like that's a secret that could be like a money maker. Because I was thinking like have you tried like what is the longest video on Pinterest you can put? Do you know it?
It's long. I don't know the exact duration, but it's
like
more than 2 minutes. I don't know. I never tried 1 hour.
But but if there's a sound, it could be like a 10-minute video. And if you can get, because the CPMs are so low, if you can get people to watch like 5 minutes and then retarget with like that could be something for sure.
Yeah. But the thing is, the feed is very competitive on Pinterest also. So you have a lot of
like, because you're not watching the one, you are like watching like a lot of stuff. Like, I think there's two pins on the mobile, right? And then there's on the top
and you have also like people on desktops that on our side like purchase a lot. It's more like older population, but that's very, very good because for VSL, for instance, the audience is very small compared to, because like 90% of the people are in mobile, but for those having like Pinterest on desktop, it's more competitive because you have way more pins on the screen, but the quality of the traffic is quite good. So that's why at the beginning we stay broad and then we analyze which device works. And the more older the audience it is, the more like desktop we are working very well.
Because I've been testing right now, making like different campaigns from 18 to 25, 35 to 44, then 45 to 54, something like that. And I've seen, I just looked at the data, and that the older people convert a lot more. Like, and the AOV is a lot higher for me also. I didn't know that the desktop is higher for older. So you need to focus on that one.
But older people on Pinterest are purchase a lot. That's pretty crazy, and also for those kind of people, you have like different niches that works perfectly well. Like for instance, gardening extras are like very big niches on Pinterest, big industry, and there is competition, but really not a lot compared to Meta. So And what's your like on our side? What's your like current, like, just to have an example about like your current CPM, CPC, and like your ROAS, your actual ROAS that you are targeting, compared to your break even, for instance?
Yeah. So for me, what I have seen, one thing that I want to share right now that I think that is a lot of people don't know this, but I learned this from Gary Vaynerchuk. He said like run make the like UGC videos, make like for example TikTok videos, and then those that get most views and viral, use those as ads. So for my organic content, I take the organic pins that go viral and use them as ads for like I have, for example, digital products. The CTR is 7%, for example. That's insane. But the conversion rate is not that high because it's kind of like a mismatch. But I think that's interesting point. But for me, the conversion rate or the CTR on the ads first was 2%. And I've seen that once the algorithm gets better and better knowing who exact the audience pocket is, now it's 1.4%. but the ROAS is very good, very good. So for me, it's like it depends, but it's like if I put like $1 in, I get $2 out.
Yeah,
pretty much. That's pretty much what it is. And the more I scale, the lower it gets. So I've been testing it a lot. So I just hold it. Like for example, if I put like 1K, I will get 2K out, and 1K is profit, which is pretty crazy. But it doesn't always work like that. But that's where I want to have so many campaigns and so many winning stuff and different products and just dominate the space and to get to that. But yeah, you can definitely, if you want to make $100 a day profit, Pinterest ads is your thing. Like that's very easy to do, in my opinion.
Yeah. And how stable it is for you at the moment?
We started working April. I think that we started working in April. We first tested different different products, but then Aurelien pointed me to this product and this niche, and it's just like it's insane. Like it just took off, and it's been making money ever since. I think that I have had like 5 red days, but there are some days that it's 0, and as I scale higher, it's 0. But yeah, it's pretty crazy.
And now your current spend that you are actually at which point are you at the moment?
Right now, it's getting to I just asked my supplier, and he talked about like the Chinese New Year starts 14 February, and they start reshipping at 25 February. So I scaled my campaigns down. Right now, I have found that when I spend $500 per day, I will make like $500 to $700 profit that day. And but at and that's like okay. But once I start scaling it up, it just kind of like then I was spending like 1.5K a day, but I was only making $300 profit. Because I don't know why, but it just like starts showing too many weird audiences. And like I talked about, like if you have 10 campaigns with $200 each and 5 or 4 of them get 0 sales, the 4 campaigns or the 5 campaigns have to get so many sales that it becomes very hard to be profitable. When you have a lot of campaigns with a little budget and all of them like get 1, 2, 3, the profit is solid.
Yeah.
And you need to have, one thing I want to add, is that you need to have high AOV. Like average order value, in my opinion, has to be, like my average order value is $94, right? $94 to $99, around that range. And I worked like 6 months to 8 months to get to that. I started with $30 and then like build bundles and all kinds of like back-end offers. And that's where it's at right now. And it needs to be that way because once you scale, the CPAs get higher.
Yeah. And that's completely true. And also like about like the old audiences, it's crazy. The conversion rate that you have, it's the same compared to a $30 or $90 or $100 offer. So that's why it's so important to have a high AOV.
What I found out, like I started testing small prices, but I think that the Pinterest like shoppers want quality and they want to pay higher price to get better. They have money. They have. I was looking at the Pinterest stock, and it's insane that it's so bottom out because they have United States, the biggest purchasing power on the planet. So I mean, there's so many people with a lot of money there. So I tested like smaller prices. And then once I started, I was like, what if I have a smart pricing book? It's a book, a very good book. And it says like test like small price, but test like insanely high price. And then I started testing higher price and it started converting higher and the profit was higher. So what I found out is the best way is to have like a product, like not too low, but for like everybody can buy it. Like it's not too crazy high, but it's not too low. And it looks like kind of premium. And then have on the middle, have like a plus version of that. Similar like iPhone and Apple, like they have iPhone and, they have different tiers and then have like crazy high, stuff. And the ones like people come there, I have tested like, I don't know how people run it, but a lot of people run to like, they have a product and then on the page, you can buy it here. But what I found out is Pinterest, audience, like you talked about and taught me that they look for inspiration. They want to be like have the options, what I've seen. So once you put the bundle there and with higher prices, some people convert on the higher price and conversion rates goes up because they have kind of like options. They can get inspired. They can have like build their own kind of like thing. And I think that once I understood that and tested that out, it's been working really nice. And the pages have to be super simple. super, like way simpler than Meta in my opinion. Way simpler for older people basically.
Yeah, completely. And what
And
do you
big fonts.
suggest?
Big fonts,
Yeah, big
super big
fonts.
fonts,
Yeah.
super big fonts, and easy, simple, like 4-year-old language, like in marketing in general.
Yeah. So that's why also with Aurélien, every time like we start with just increase the AOV, because we know that
Yeah, he taught me that.
like with a 30 euro AOV will not be competitive, and it's it will be too difficult to run on Pinterest. And also like we're having stores at 500-600 euro or dollar AOV, and it works perfectly well.
Yeah, I like that.
So
I like, because you can if you have like profit margin, you can outspend everyone. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, next door you need to try that.
Yeah, I have found out. I have now right now. I have US supplier. Because I've been starting to get selling kind of like edible stuff and stuff like that. And then I was thinking like high ticket US supplier, like when like let's say couches, like purchase like couch for 3K, and then they get it like in 2 days, and it's American quality, like super quality. I mean, I've been thinking about that, but yeah, I think that's opportunity. That is insane opportunity.
And for someone that just launch their first campaign on Pinterest, which budget do you suggest from your experience?
Yeah, I think that like, when I started, I found this other. I was like, when I look into something, I just study everything I can. Like I don't like care like what they are saying. I try to dig the golden nuggets out of it. Maybe if it's one thing, but I saw this one guy on YouTube. He was running $1 budgets. Like he had I think that he had 300 campaigns, each $1 each. I don't know. I don't know how it works for him, but of course I tested it. I tested everything. It didn't work out that well. So what I would do, and what my Pinterest rep talked and you told me, is that if I would have a lot, like not a lot of money, I would first start with the like. I have been making new ad accounts and start running ads, it doesn't work well. But if you make a Pinterest account with organic and make the boards nice and put pins there, like you taught me, the algorithm likes that. And then when you start like with $5 or $10 per day, you need to start it and just let it run for like, it's agonizing at first, but once you have campaigns running and everything, I think for a month. And once make that campaign, let it run. And if the ads are just like bad, pause them and make new ones in the same campaign. And then on the sales page, every day you can maybe like, let's test a different price. You can change the sales page, but don't stop the ads. That's the one thing on Pinterest. Don't stop there. Whatever you do, just let it run and improve the sales page, add new videos. The algorithm will like take control of that and try to find you the best audience possible that you can serve quality products and help their lives.
Yeah, completely. And just to talk about like the Pinterest audience that you target, did you see a big difference compared to the audience of Pinterest, compared to the audience of other platforms? You thought that they are in different mindset, like inspirational mindset. Did you see other differences from the audience perspective?
Yeah, I have tested like TikTok ads, Snapchat ads. I think I even tested X ads, like a lot of ads. But a lot of when it comes to like those type of platforms, what I see is that you have to like people are in a kind of like they're kind of like, think about when you're in TikTok, you see all kinds of like brain rot shit. Like you have to have kind of like blockers on your like on brain and just like try to find the truth here. Like on TikTok, like is this really good? But on Pinterest, it's like let's look what it's. It's like when you go to the big supermarket and you just fucking shop. You just like shop your fucking like cash out. Like you want to be. In my opinion, you just want to be happy, and you're happy. You want to buy something. It's not big of a deal. You just want it. Like it has to be super simple, in my opinion. Like the more simple and happy it is, all of my product pages have like happy stuff. When they land on it, it's happy. It's like everybody is smiling. It's just happy time. And that's what I feel like. That's what Pinterest users want. It's like happy women are just wanting to buy stuff because they have compulsion to keep buying stuff. Because they get dopamine out of it. You just like serve them very simply.
Yeah, that's true. And let's talk now about a very important thing, because that's I think the most tricky. The thing the most tricky on Pinterest, it's let's talk about like the patience, because you need to be very patient on Pinterest.
Yeah.
In terms of like when you media buy on Meta, it's completely different. Can you just share your experience about like how actually you are managing the campaign, a bit of the cycles that you are using, and because it's pretty low compared to Meta.
Yeah, for me, it would have been probably taken me like 3 years to get, or 5 years, maybe even 10 years to get here. But I think that like Aurelian and you guys really like like I would first get I would sell everything I have or get the money to get mentorship if it's just possible from person who has already done what you want to do. And after that, when you do that, you kind of like at first you just start doing it and you will not get any results at all. And it's super painful, but you just need to keep at it. Every day you just wake up and you just grind and grind and grind. At some point for me, in my personal type, I love like making the pages, the sales pages. I love to do like before this call, I was making a sales page. I love building those. So for me, it's like I just put the ads there, let them run and see what's happening. And while it's like doing that, I'm just improving the sales pages. For that helps me a lot. Yeah, that helps me a lot. I just improve the sales page. Because if your sales page is super good, like when people land on it, they just, and you get that like everything, all the elements are there, people will buy. Like they will buy. And after that, it's just like, can you get people in the right mindset to the page? And cheaply enough. Yeah.
And now, like, when are you like touching your campaigns, because you know that there is a learning phase extra. So on Meta it can be like when you're scaling like 2 times or 3 times per day. On Pinterest, like how your workflow looks like.
Yeah, at first, like I was super impatient. I was like killing campaigns after 2 days, and then Aurelian said like, stop, like you need to let this run. At first it was like, that's why I said I wouldn't have like, once you like when you make the Pinterest account and make your first ad and run it, it's like the CPM is $50 per day, and you're like, what the fuck? I get like $7 clicks. But if you let it run, for example, have an ad start at $50 CPM, now it's like. I think that it's like $3 CPM or something like that. Sure. Like it's insane. So you just need to make it and have the patience. And I mean, it took me like 6 months to 7 months to really get the sale. Like every day I've been optimizing the sales page. It really took me 6 to 7 months to optimize the sales page. But the great thing is once you like understand, the sales page has to be simple as possible. And I just copy the best. I just get like copy people. So I went to Apple website and I see what colors they are using, how the layout is. And it's super simple. I just try to copy that as much as possible. And then make my own, like try to make it for the Pinterest audience. And I keep just making it. But once you make that sales page that is super like for Pinterest, like very nice, then you can make another product and use the exact layout and just make it the sales page in like 2 hours or so. And you can test fast products and everything. So you need first, in my opinion, you need to know what the sales page look like that convert on Pinterest. I mean, I think that's especially the carousel, the image, because it's so visual. When people land, your carousel images needs to be like, it has to be a banger. You can't put like AliExpress pictures there. It will. So I think that if you put like low price on the items, maybe it converts. But with AI, it's possible. And that that's it. With AI, it's possible to make really good carousel images, and the flow needs to be simple,
very visual. Because people are like in the visual mode on Pinterest, so they need to. We need to follow. They need to follow that also on the sales page to get inspiration on Pinterest and get also inspiration on the sales page.
Yeah,
so.
I heard you guys talk about it, and you like spammed that to me. Like, thank you so much.
Yeah.
But it took me really to I think that Carl Jung, the psychologist, says that like head knowledge is nothing, experience is everything. So you have to get your feet wet and really understand. Like it's really inspiration. And the inspiration, it's just words. It's kind of like a feeling, and feeling and visually. And for me, the sales page has to the thing here with the sales page, that why I kept optimizing it so much, because I was trying to make copy, like the copywriting I've been studying a lot, like make the right words to sell. But with Pinterest, people don't buy on words. The words are purely for the keywords. And if there's words, it has to say, like, if you are selling cheeseburger, you have to say cheeseburger and nothing else.
Yeah.
Nothing else. You have to just say what it is, and that's it. And then the copy has to be, you have to start with a lot of words, but you need to compress it as much as possible. And if you can make images and stuff that explain it without words, you will win, in my opinion. And you can also, with the text, you also need to put emojis, because people just look. They don't like think.
Yeah.
Or, read.
No, that's yeah, you 100% agree. Yeah. That's that's true. And so yeah, and also like about like the mentorship and what we are doing like together, like except the thing about like the tips extra, like what give you also like the confidence to do all the switch? So how it can you share to us also the process, and how do you also apply all the tips that we are doing? Because there are like some people that we help also, but they are less in the implementation phase. So
yeah, I learned from my mentor that, and that when you find a lot of people talk, right? A lot of people like that because they want to give advice. You want to hear, like, you don't want to listen to, like, I think that 99% of people. But once you find that 1% that truly know what they're talking about, listen to everything what they have to say and just do it. So I was just, for you, what you taught me, I just did everything, and it got me the really, really nice base. I was profitable, but then like mentors will show you the way, but you need to put in the work to make it work for you. Like, you have to, like, okay. And Rick Ross has a really good book about it. He talks about, like, when he starts doing something, if you are, for example, starting Pinterest, what are your things that you can use right now? Like, what are your strengths in a sense? For example, if you, for example, like coaches or rugs or mats, you only want to sell those. You want to sell those. What do you know about that will help you a lot, in my opinion?
Yeah. And like, so we started together in April. So how was like the learning, like the curves about like the reviews that you hit, and how it looked like in the last month?
Yeah, I pulled it up because I want to share this with you guys. Okay, let me see here. So first of all, when you start first selling, in my opinion, what Aurelien talked about, like, first just like try to find a product that, for the products that I'm selling you, if it works, it should start getting sales instantly, even though with the learning phase. What I've seen, some products I have made work, like, if they were like for 7 days, nothing, and then it starts. But some products will start getting you sales instantly. And I think that before I share, I just want to share this with you. Pinterest is also super seasonal, extremely seasonal. So now when spring is coming and summer is coming, you need to sell stuff that is summer and spring. Summer, it's super seasonal. So yeah, it's super seasonal. It has. If you are selling against the trend, you will not win. But if you swing with the trend, you will make a lot. Like, the ROAS is just insane. So I started with you guys April 2025, and it started April 2025, $400 revenue, May 2025, 3,000, and from there next month 28,000, and that's because the summer trend hit, and then so it started $400 in 2 months, 30K revenue. It was like this, and then it held like that for a while, and then it started to dipping because fall was coming, and I was kind of like. I didn't know the seasonality of it. So you need to kind of like find the angles and push it, like different products and stuff like that for fall and different seasons. And then it stayed like 30K, 26, then it stopped to 17K, 14K. And then the lowest one last October was 13K. I was like, okay, is this done now? Like, is the product done? Everything like that. But then it started again, then 30K month, and then 60K month. Last month, for example, and last year from April to December, it was like 240K revenue, and there was a lot of profit from that. So the thing what I see on this Pinterest is the seasonality is a lot larger. I don't know what about Meta, like another platforms. I think there's always seasonality. In January and
Yeah.
February, definitely. I can see the sales from December to January and February falling, but it just keeps steady revenue, and then you can scale on summer, and then again come back on fall and build your assets and everything, and then scale on December. Have you seen that also happening to you?
Yeah, yeah. Because Pinterest, it's a visual search engine, so it's a search engine. So people are looking a lot to and typing a lot of keywords. So you can analyze everything on like Pinterest trends, and you can see like trends are very like skyrocket, and then a big crash after that. So that's why it's important to. It depends a lot of the industries also, because you have some industry with less seasonalities compared to others. But for sure, Pinterest.
But if the product has seasonality, you will see it on their revenue, definitely. And also, we've been thinking about like me and my wife, like I was thinking about like let's spend a little bit less this month. And then after we like thought about it and felt that, we start seeing that people also started spending a little bit less. So I think that Pinterest is also, because it's women. Women are way more emotional. So it's more like if they don't feel like buying now because the weather is rainy, you will see that on your revenue. Like it's like, I mean, once you like, you have to just bite the bullet and like try to like find different angles to do it. But I'm just saying like the seasonal high peaks are worth it. And you still make money on the lows, but it's lower. But the spikes, like you will make crazy money.
Yeah. But I just want to add something about that, because the most important part is to anticipate those seasonality. Because you know that on Pinterest, you will have the running phase, and every time like you need to be ahead like 2-3 weeks before to start creating like your board, to launch your campaign, to start to warm up the account. And the biggest mistake I'm seeing is to start the campaigns too late, and finally you are in the learning phase.
I made that mistake. That's an important one. Yeah, anticipate the seasonality. That is that's a pro move. Yeah, because I mean with the content right now, with the organic content, we peaked at December like crazy outbound clicks amounts, like insane. But then on January it just like dipped like 50%, and then it's been that since February. And I was like thinking like, why is this happening? And it's happening because we don't have any trend posts for January and February. So we don't see in the feed, because the feed is full of seasonality. Like when they come here on the Pinterest and it's summer, the Pinterest feed will only show like summer keywords, because that's what is trending right now. Or mainly.
Yeah, exactly. So
or do you think that do you think that the algorithm shows only, but let's say it's summer, do you think that the algorithm shows summer because it's summer, or because people are searching for summer keywords, and that's why the trend goes up? Or does the algorithm favor the trendy keywords?
No, it's just because of the search volume of the people. So
that's interesting.
It's just like that. And Pinterest finally is just a search engine that visually shows the pins that people might be like. They might like when they are seeing certain time of pins. So if you're everyone have like a different pin on Pinterest, and it's very different if you are seeing like the boards that your wife create, yours and some of friends, like the Pinterest, it's completely different. It's just about like the behavior of people. That's why also like OpenAI wanted to. There are some rumors and like fake news about OpenAI that want to buy Pinterest, because
that would be huge.
Because the database of Pinterest is crazy, because you have all the behavior of all the people visually. So that's why it can be very interesting to see. But yeah.
That's interesting. So I have one question about the anticipation, the seasonality. How did you do it? Like, do you have a list of all the seasonal trends? And do you like, for example, Valentine's Day is now in 4 days, and St. Patrick's is like next month, I think, or the next month. When do you start making like the preparing for it? How many months before? And do you have a list of all the holidays that you target?
Yeah. So we have a list, and it depends a lot of the country also, because every country have their own. So but most of the time, like, we are starting like 6 to 8 weeks before. So first part, it's just to. It depends of if the account is warmed up or not. If it's not the case, so we just start few campaigns at like 10, 20 or 30 euro dollar per day, just to warm up the account, even that we know that we will be just break even or less than break even, because the seasonality is not there. But the goal here is just to warm up the campaigns, to be ready when the seasonality will be good. To check that, it's mandatory to check everything on Pinterest trends to make sure that to check the curves, and when we are seeing like the curve starting at like 20 to 30% compared to the top and the peak of the peak of the trends, that's where we need to be ready to push and to scale horizontally on Pinterest.
So that's where do you publish the ads or the content when it's like 10 to 20% up the trend, or before that?
Before that, just to warm up the algorithm, and when it hits these numbers, that's when we need to start to scale. And because people every time are a lot they anticipate a lot on Pinterest. So the trends of Pinterest are before the trends of Google, because on Pinterest you anticipate the future, and Google is more like last minute. That's why we really need to be ready. And we are seeing a lot of seasonality. That's, for instance, for Valentine's, like now it's in 4 days. So the day that we record this video, so it's impossible to. If you launch now, you will just be in the learning phase, and finally, it's even better to don't launch or just retargeting campaigns.
I missed the Valentine's Day and the trends. The organic traffic, like, it's a huge thing for the organic traffic. Like, the traffic literally just dies, like 50%, literally. It's crazy. So I will have to anticipate it more. Yeah, thank you. That's for everybody who's like, that's the big deal. That is really big deal.
Yeah, and also very important thing on Pinterest, it's when you are seeing like that the seasonality is gone on Pinterest, it's drop also very, very fast. So you need to reduce your budget very fast, because you can lose a lot of money if you don't do so.
So you scale also the ads with it. So how big budgets you have seen work for you in the, like, overall in the trends?
It depends of the most that the more spend that we did, it was on the US market for sure, because it's the largest market. And so the spend of Pinterest, it's not like a very high peak. It's like growing, because if we are too vertical and if we are scaling too much, we're having too much risk to go back in the learning phase and finally to don't get any conversion. But the most that we did, it was like at 10 or $12,000 per day of spend.
That's insane. That is a crazy spend.
But the thing is, like, it was like just a few months ago, and the thing also very, very nice. It's before, like 2-3 years ago, it was impossible to do that. But the algorithm gets really better and better with now Performance Plus campaigns also that handle. So it's super crazy. It's Performance Plus because it's way better to attribute the budget, way more intelligent than before also. So we are doing that at the moment, but for sure it will be more in the next months.
When you scale to that high, how many creatives do you have? For the campaign, do you keep like the winners, like 6 or 12?
Yeah, but the thing is, we having like
or you have the collection or the college campaign where you have like your whole stories in it.
So for this account, for instance, it was a mix of classic creatives and shopping creatives also. It's pretty important to work on the like how we optimize the shopping feed to give like the best signals to Pinterest to optimize well. So because we're having like a lot of product for the shopping feed, and we optimized it. So it was hundreds of pins. And for like the classic pins, so we had like around 30 to 40 winners creatives, but we tried like more than 100 or 200. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah,
but finally, it's mandatory. Like the visual part is so important. And when you have something that works very well on Pinterest, also the duration of winning creatives is way longer compared to Meta.
So yeah, it's super low. Yeah, I've seen like some of the ads, for example, run like 6 months, but then I saw like some other people like taking the same ads, and I seen like if you have an ad and a lot of people run the same ad, the ad won't work anymore. So you have to keep. I see that some people like took the same ads that I was running and took my ads. So then it started like not perform. I think Pinterest like why 5 people are running the same ad? What the freak? So they just like I think that it just dies for everybody, or someone wins and other people lose. So that's why I keep making more and testing more to find those winners. They can be pretty similar, but if it's a little bit different, Pinterest acts like it's a different creative, like right. So if it's a little bit of different.
Yeah, even so just something like a different CTA, it's a completely different creative for Pinterest. So that's a cool thing.
Interesting.
So you can just create a lot and try different structure, and it's pretty easy to create a lot of creatives.
What CTA has worked for me the best? The rep showed me like you can make like I think it's a promotion or deal, and you can say like something off or free shipping or something. That has worked for me the best. I was using the shop now, but that has worked for me the best.
For shopping, yes, it works. But for conversion campaign on our side, it works well on retargeting campaigns, but not a lot of like cold traffic and acquisition campaign. So
really?
It depends a lot of
I need to test it out
for
again.
Shopping.
Wow, okay.
For shopping, it works very well for like both cold and warm traffic. But for like conversion, keywords, interest, extra, it's way better only on retargeting because we're having like too high CPMs for like cold traffic when we are doing that on our side. So
I need to test it again. That's interesting.
And again, like it depends a lot of. So sometimes it's difficult to talk about strategy extra because it depends a lot of the niche.
Yeah, it depends a lot. Yeah.
Because
and the accounts are different, and the algorithm, like it's just like kind of like it's very different.
Yeah, and sometimes like you launch a similar on our side, like if we are launching like campaigns on a similar brands, sometimes the algorithm fire really differently, and the algorithm works differently for the same pricing of product and looks similar also creatives. So yeah, sometimes it's a bit strange, difficult to understand, but yeah, that's why everything need to be very, very specific. So,
and also I think I've seen I study a lot of like the Pinterest who are running a lot of ads, and they are like drop shipping stores where there's like different products. I don't know how they make them work. Like they have a product for men and then for women and then all kinds of like stuff. But for me, if I keep it the same, like the organic content and the ads is the same, I've seen the best results for my algorithm. Like keep it so like simple for the algorithm. This is exactly what it has to be.
Yeah.
So how do you, by the way, scale like for, let's say that, for me, how would you scale higher? Like you talked about like horizontally scaling. What does it mean?
So on Pinterest, the thing is the algorithm is not very efficient when you move too much like the budget. So you need to be very careful of that. And if someone is just launching their Pinterest campaigns, I just suggest to don't like move the budgets because you have too much risk to get back to the learning phase. So the first step is just like to duplicate the campaigns that are working the best.
Yes.
And the most important thing also, first, the easiest thing to do is don't try and move like the targeting, but just create different new creatives. Because you will be able to create and to try like maybe the same structure but different marketing angles when you find like the winning structure. And the goal is to stack all different campaigns. So if you have you are at like 50% budget, so you will duplicate one, pushing new creatives, or for instance a new sales page. So you need to do something different. Just one or two things, it's enough, because you will duplicate a lot. And so the thing is, if you're having like a 50 euro budget for one campaign that works well, you can start, if you want to scale aggressively, you can like double the budget and create a new campaign at 100 euro per day.
Yeah. So you don't touch the first one, you duplicate with higher budget. Okay, yeah.
No.
How many duplications of a winning campaign? When you have winning campaign, how many times you duplicate it?
So 3 to 4 times we can pretty easily. But
yeah, that's where I'm at right now, yeah.
Yeah, but the most important thing is to really check that we will not have overlap with your campaign. So every time, like always challenge your creative, because if you have winning creatives, to push like new creatives inside to make sure that that you will not have a too high frequency for those same creatives. And every time you need to challenge that, because when you scale, it depends. If it's just a duplication, it depends on the level of the budget compared to the size of the audiences. But most of the time, you really need to try different creatives or different type of targeting to even like lookalikes are working pretty well at the moment. So it can be also an optimization to do so. It wasn't the case before, but now it's
I tested them, but
well.
they didn't work like 6 months ago or something like that.
Yeah, but at the moment, and same for some account, it works, for others not. But actually, at the moment, like those kind of campaigns works pretty well. So and finally, you get like lot of campaigns, and that's the way you scale on Pinterest. So that's very different compared to
that's where I'm at. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah. So, but I learned a lot here. Thank you. So I have one more question.
Yeah, and just one thing about like the scaling. So every account and every industry have their own like plateau, because when you scale, at one point you will target like most of the audiences, and when you will scale more, you will see your ROAS that will drop. So when you hit this plateau, and you will very feel it in terms of cost per checkout or cost per add to cart. The goal is just to step back a bit, like for 10 or 15% on average, to get back to the stable structure. And then you know that you are at the maximum limits of your current campaigns. So the other steps is to duplicate it in other countries, for instance, or to just stabilize that. But you will not be able
Canada. I meant that. Yeah, so that's how you do it. You just like find the winning, and then just
sweet spot.
Duplicate it. Yeah, and then sweet spot, and then let it run, and then you try maybe new products, or just scale the different audience. Right now, I started selling on Canada, the exact same ads, the exact same landing page, and it works. The ROAS like is the same, and also Australia. I tested United Kingdom, but it didn't. I don't know why. It's not the vibe there. How do you test the new ads? Like if you need to test, if you want to test, like you said, you tested like 300 or some like crazy hundreds of different ads. How do you do that? The rep told me to use the consideration campaign, but I don't think that's because then you get audiences who are not maybe buyers. They are like consideration.
No.
How do you do it?
No. Every time it's like for the in conversion. So because consideration is very like top of funnels, it will drive click, but not intentional people that want to buy. Yeah. So we are just using a consideration if we really want to do like brand awareness, but not sales front end. So that's very not a good thing to do. Like consideration or traffic campaign.
But Aurelian was always, no, shut it down quickly.
No,
burn it. Burn
because they are, because the thing is on Pinterest, like internally, they're having like different incentive to push like full funnel things. So a lot of conversion and traffic, but it's
if you have a big brand like Coca-Cola, might as well use consideration for sure. But if you're like running like you need every sale, you need to just that's what I learned also. Yeah. So do you make like a new campaign with like 6 to 12 ads and then put like $10 to $30 and let it run and then find the winners? And once you find the winners, do you put them in your campaigns that are going well, or do you keep them in a separate campaign? So you just duplicate it in the...
Yeah, exactly. And so the goal first is Yeah, so we launch our campaign, like a CBO campaign, conversion settings. And the goal here, so if it's a performance plus campaign, we know that we can put like a lot of creatives, like more than 8, 10, 12. It's fine because performance plus is very good for to understand which creative will work. If it's not conversion plus, performance plus, sorry. So the goal is to be at 3 to 6 creatives per ad group. So not much, because when you put more, like it will go random. So that's not efficient. And then the goal is to try like different like targeting, and when we identify one winner, to challenge all our like other campaigns that working well or in not in the ways that we expect to challenge those creatives. And so here, when you're having like a campaign that works well, the goal is just to switch less than 50% of those creatives. So if you're having 4 creatives, you can switch the 2 that are working like if you have 2 winning and two others that working not very well, so you need to switch those 2 to replace by the winning ones, to always keep pushing fresh content on
I think that works. Like you can just pause the ads that aren't working and add new ones, and the algorithm just like takes them and finds like it works really well. It works really well once you like let it like do its thing.
Yeah, exactly. So but I think we cover like lot of subjects, so it will be very valuable and thanks for asking also those questions, because a lot of people are thinking about Pinterest and there are not a lot of content about the platform, and so but thanks a lot, Kaylee, for all the
I hope a lot of people start following you and start using Pinterest. Like because if you really think about it, like the moment, if you want to get into Pinterest, the moment is right now, because AI is here. Okay. And Pinterest is visual. And with AI, it allows you to do visual stuff. So before, like I've been doing like internet marketing for years. So before AI, Pinterest was full of Canva, like very like not the best images and like blog posts that people write like they're on their own. And right now that is like done. You can just like get in the AI game. It's fully visual. So if you want to get into dropshipping and AI, Pinterest is the way, and these guys know how to do it. Like these guys really know how to do it. Like really know how. It's very hard to find people who really do know what to do and are willing to share information and help.
Yeah, thank you very much, and not only me but also Aurélien, because
the whole team. Like it's amazing. The whole team is just full of winners and killers. You know what I'm saying? Like it's great.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Kaylee, and we'll see each other soon, and see you in the next video.
If you are starting Pinterest, start it right now. Start. Don't hesitate. Just start right now. Go Pinterest, do the account, get it set up. When you are stuck, just go to Aurelien's videos and watch how what he's doing and message him, or get to their agency. If you have money, get to their agency and do it. Just do it. Like it's there. The opportunity is right now. Literally, it's right
Thanks
now.
a lot.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you.
Amazing.